Collaborative learning is an educational approach to teaching and learning that involves group of students working together to solve a problem, complete a task, or create a product. It requires working together toward a common goal. The collaborative learning is based on the general premise that groups of students can learn more from each other through sharing and social interaction than they would if they learn on their own. Collaboration entails the whole process of learning. This may include students teaching one another, students teaching the teacher, and of course, the teacher teaching the students too. More importantly, it means that students are responsible for one another learning, as well as their own, and that reaching the goal implies that students have helped each other to understand and learn. The importance of collaborative learning in an English foreign language class is that the students produce not only a greater quantity, but also a greater variety of speech and group work than in teacher-centered activities. A student may find themselves in requesting, clarifying, making suggestions, encouraging, disagreeing, negotiating of meaning, exchanging information and conversations during group work, correcting grammar structures and pronunciation mistakes, learning new words from exercises, classmates' explanations, and sharing experiences. For collaborative learning to be effective, there should be both group goals and individual accountability. This means that the collaborative learning task must ensure that every group member has learned something. Ideally, a collaborative learning task would allow for each member to be responsible for some concept necessary to complete the task. This implies that every group member will learn their assigned concept and will be responsible for explaining, teaching this to other members of the group. The students, are going to do a written exercise where they can practice the collaborative learning. The exercise is based on the present perfect versus past tense. Introductions. The students are going to open the workbook on pages 65, 66, and 67. They are going to solve the exercise in pairs, so they can help each other. They can use notes from the notebook, structure from the book grammar focus, dictionaries, handouts with grammar focus. They will have 10 minutes to do the exercise. After 10 minutes, I am going to check if everybody is ready. If they are ready, I am going to make groups of 3, or I am going to ask them to work in groups of 3. I am going to give them a piece of paper with the answers of the exercise, and they are going to review the exercise, making feedback to each answer, sharing answers and correcting mistakes, clearing doubts among them, or asking me. Also, I ask them to pay attention to the pronunciation and to try to speak English the most they can. When the groups have already performed their task, I will give them a feedback about the exercises, and I will reinforce the structures or the ones I notice they had more difficulty. I am going to access the collaborative work of my students by means of a rating scale. And the rating scale shows, the students make the groups with no problem or complaint, work with responsibility and do not waste time, use and share materials to support their task, help and support each other in their tasks, clearing doubts and solving the exercises, communicate in English as much as possible, correct mistakes by themselves and among them, clear doubts, finish their work on time, and follow instructions.